Hey friends, this is Giovanna, MentalMommie. I'm back for another episode. So today's episode is going to be about building relationships with your kids. If this is your first time joining the channel, I want to say hello, welcome, thank you for visiting. Please make sure to follow, like, subscribe, share this channel with others. We really would like to get our channel in the algorithm to help other parents and individuals who are looking to manage their stress and their mental well-being, to improve family dynamics so that we can lead to more positive interactions with children and families. So welcome, and let's jump into our topic. So today's topic is building relationships with your children. As a mom, I actually have children that range from the age of 8 to 20, okay? And there are 6 of them. And in parenting, I remember when I was a younger parent and I did not know what to do. Okay. First of all, I come from a family where it was just me and my brother. So it was just 2 of us. The family structure was very small, and it was mainly just my mom and my grandmother in the home with us. And I don't know or didn't know about having children. So there were multiples. So I did not know what that looks like and how to build those relationships, or really how to parent children who a lot of kids at one time. Okay. So it's a journey. Okay, my friend. And it probably is a journey for you as well. That's probably why you're watching. But what I have learned over the time is that building my relationships with each and every individual child is the most impactful and the most helpful. And it causes me to be what's our goal all the time? Be stress free and mentally well. And it allows me, building these individual relationships allow me to be stress free and mentally well because I have a relationship with each of them that are separate from each other. And I get to know them on a more personal one-to-one level so I can understand who they are, what they believe, and what they feel. Because the thing that I think I've always thought about as a mom is that, and my belief was, I wanted to make sure that my children were individuals, that I showed them that they were individuals. I loved them as individuals, that I did not project onto them, hopefully, any of my fears, any of my past. I didn't want to compare them to another sibling. I did not want to stifle their emotions, their feelings, their words, their voice. None of that. So with all that, that's a lot, okay, to manage or desire as a parent, but then you have no playbook. You have no way to understand how to do all that. So I feel like I did master it, and I have mastered it, especially in this area of building relationships. So for me, what I notice that I do now is that I spend time separately with each one of them. Okay. And in spending time with each one of them separately, we can just talk on a more personal level. I make sure that when we're together, whether it's a short period of time or a long period of time, that the first thing I tell them is, I love you. I love you. I'm thankful that I'm your mom. I'm thankful that I'm in your life. I'm thankful you came through me, or you came to me, and that you're here with me. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly that I was chosen to be the parent or a parent to these wonderful 6 children. I believe it's part of my destiny. I believe it's part of my purpose to raise them and be with them in this world and in this universe. So I always express to them my gratitude for them, my gratitude for being chosen, my gratitude for wanting to show up as my best, stress-free, mentally well self for them, because I know as a parent, and this is my belief, is that I'm here to groom them, nurture them, prepare them to be a different type of human being and be able to be a productive human being and citizen in the world. And in doing that, that means that I have to parent differently. I have to parent from a place of love and kindness. And that starts with making sure I even understand what they need and who they are. So a lot of what I do is make sure that I do build these individual relationships with them. I do individually texting with them. We are in a world where texts are real, phones are real, technology is prevalent and it's present, but it also for me means I can show up and be present with them as well. Because if they see me texting everybody else, but I never text them, that's to me crazy. Okay. So I make sure I create a present communication with them, not just verbally, but also by text, to let them know, hey, you're worthy of me texting you. I love you. I'm thinking about you. I send hearts. We send information back and forth. They text me things they see on TikTok. I text them things I see on TikTok. And it lets me see their sense of humor, what their thoughts are. Because depending on the content they send me, I know where their mind is. Like one of my children, or pretty much like at least three of my kids, they send me things about religion. They send me TikToks about the Lord has me, that I'm a great mom. So it lets me see what they feel and what they think. So I'm starting to understand and see them on a different level and a deeper level. Not only that, we do talk in person. We may take rides together. I may take one person to the store with me, just do separate things so that they know that, they have my full attention. And at that moment, I'm just focused on you. We're talking about life. I apologize for any mistakes that I may have made, but just wanting them to know that I love them. And for me, apologizing is super, super important because just because I'm the adult, just because I'm older, doesn't mean I'm always right. And it doesn't mean I'm always right if I'm impeding on their emotional needs, wants, desires, wishes, feelings. Okay. Growing up in a home, in a space and place and time frame where children were suppressed, you were seen and not heard, you were to do everything an adult told you or taught you to do without having a voice, choice, thought of your own. That's not the place that I want to raise my children from. And if that's the space and place you're at, that's fine. However, for me, my family, my children, and me breaking generational curses, I know that that won't serve us here in this house or this side of this video. So I make sure that I allow them the ability to grow as themselves, because me being an educator, I'm very aware of the growth process, and how the brain works and all of those things. And so I make sure I align my expectations of those things to my children. I make sure that I allow them to express, feel, and monitor their own emotions. I do check in with asking them, how could I best show them that I love them? Okay. That's an important one, because I might say or feel like I'm loving you because I do X, Y, and Z. But what if that's not that child's love language? What if that's not what that child feels they need? What if they need one more small thing that you could provide them, and then you give it to them and it just lights them up? It pushes them to the moon and beyond, to be able to excel, to have confidence in themselves, in their beauty, in their life, because our children need that. Being an educator, I'm in buildings where I see children who aren't confident. I hear children who tear down other people. I'm a believer in hurt people hurt people. So if you're hurting, it's okay for you, whether you subconsciously or consciously do it, you feel like it's okay to say something mean or nasty to someone else. And that can hurt children. However, if we as parents, the caregivers, or people connected closely to children who love them, if we instill in them the fact that we know you, we see you, you're heard, you're valued, all the things that we need on Maslow's hierarchy to just survive and be okay. If we do that for them, just imagine how great they would be, how much more secure they would be, and possibly, not possibly, but definitely how much of a better environment and world we would have just because they are better human beings. They're secure, they're confident, they're loving, and they just give out and breathe goodness. Their aura is awesomeness. Their aura is excellence. Their essence is powerful. What if we had more of that? And in order for us to get more of that, what I've noticed is, and what I know, is that we have to build relationships with our kids. We have to empower them to be able to go into this world and live in beauty, live in awesomeness, to smile, to share, to give love, because that's what's going to change us. But for our children, it could be who they are at their core. And if any part of them is that, and they have to stifle it to fit in, to go be around friends or be around family members or be in a world or in a job, then they're not going to possibly show up at their most healthy self, their most stress-free self. They could possibly take on illnesses that they don't need because they're not happy and they're not full and secure. So it's important to build these relationships with your children. You may be asking, how can I do this? I have multiple children. I have limited time. Glad you asked. Okay. Mind you, I have multiple children as well. I have limited time as well, because not only do I work outside the home, I have a full-time job. I am an entrepreneur. I am one who suffers with their mental health and wellness. So there's so much going on. And in that so much going on, I still make time to be able to do that. So this is how I do it, and it works really well. It doesn't take a lot of time. Okay. So the main thing that I do, or lately what I've done, is like I may say, hey, you want to go on a walk with me? Because I like to walk. And they see me walking for my mental health and wellness. And so they'll be one of them might be like, yeah, I'll walk. Can I walk with you? Sure. Come on, baby. And we talk. I connect. I give them my attention. I've gotten to where I'm not on my phone when I'm walking with them. I try and just ask them, how you doing today? How you feeling emotionally? Are you struggling with anything? Asking those probing questions to connect and build a relationship with them. And in doing that, it helps them to say, you know what, my mom or my guardian, my parent loves me. They're connecting to me. And even if you don't have the words to say to something that they're dealing with, just allowing them to understand that you're trying to connect to them seeing it and feeling it is important. Now, if you're doing this and your mind is 1,000 places other than right there, trust me, kids are very, very smart. They are super intelligent and they know how to read people. Okay. So make sure that you're coming from a very pure place, because it won't have the level of impact you want it to have if they sense that you're not connected and present. Okay. Um, let's see, what else do I do? I might take one to the store with me and just talk to them. I may text them little messages, paragraphs about how I view them, how awesome they are. I like to highlight what I see in them that I may have actually hidden in myself. Like one of my daughters, my youngest, is super big into just giving love. She's God. She's God's child. Like she's godly. She loves the Lord. And she gives that off every time you see her. Every smile she gives, every whisper, soft tone message she gives, you get that from her. So I love that about her. I have another one who is super intelligent. She's super techie. She can put things together. She thinks really critically. She thinks really fast. However, she struggles with her anxiety, but her ability to connect to certain information together and do certain things is awesome. One of my other daughters, I love the fact that she lives out loud, like literally. Okay. She is the life of the party. She loves to just be happy and joyful. And I'm thankful for that, because sometimes she doesn't know, and she may watch this video and hear it, but she gives me the courage to be a better person and live my life out loud more, because they're, due to society, due to experiences, due to different things in my life, I've stunted that part of me. But having her as my child, she's helped push me to make these little small increments toward living out loud a lot more and being okay with everything about myself. I have my son, who's super awesome as well. As they get older, they act like they don't want to connect, right? So I make sure that I try and have conversations with him as an older one. I send text messages. I'm really empowered by him because he's a fighter. He's a survivor. And he makes me proud. And he is my first one. So I've had a relationship with him, but unfortunately, he had to go through some of the things that we went through together because I wasn't mature enough and because I was grieving my mom and, just a bunch of not knowing what to do. So if I can save anybody else that struggle, that's why I'm here, and I'm grateful for him. And then my other baby, I love her because she's super resilient in the fact that she's been through so much and she never gives up. And she has the purest spirit, and she's super kind, sweet, loving. But she's also like, I really don't care what you're talking about type of girl. And I love that for her. And it's helping me to get there. And then my other, last but not least, my other baby. She's super active in school. She's assertive of what her needs, wants, desires are, her goals and ambitions. She's an entrepreneur herself. Two of the other girls have a business as well. So, it's just different things about each one of my 6 children that bring tears to my eyes, that warm my heart, and help me to love them to the highest level. And I do that because I'm building relationships with them separately and collectively, but more so the separate piece is what's necessary for you to be stress-free and mentally well, and for them to be stress-free and mentally well. So I challenge you to try and find a small, these tears coming up, guys, sorry. Find a small amount of time to connect with your children individually and create that space with them. Words cannot express how grateful they will be, how much you'll learn, how connected you will be, and how stress-free and mentally well you'll feel because you are actually doing what you need to do. And more so, you don't have the stress of feeling like, what do I need to do for this child? How do I raise this child? All that, you don't have that frantic panic anymore because you know them. You have a sense of understanding about them. And more importantly, you could ask them. Okay? So if you're feeling like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to be the perfect parent and to change behaviors within your children, start building those relationships. It helps. All right. I challenge you to do this. Please let me know what you have done. If you need more information, you want me to talk on a specific topic, please put it in the chat, the responses, post, respond to the video, comment, and I will jump on it as soon as I see it and put some more videos up. I thank you. I appreciate you for sitting in here with me this long to watch this video. If you need me, let me know. I'm at MentalMommie. Follow the channel. My links to my social medias in the description box. Okay. All right. Thanks. Have a great time. Great day. Please follow, like, share, subscribe. Let's get this in the algorithm. Thanks. Bye.